If I make this shot, Tommy Smoke's got to give me $1,000 cash. All right, you're lucky. You're lucky, bro. You're so lucky.
Usually makes those.
All right, are we live?
We
should
like
just
one more
keep
topic.
this as the free. Let's keep this as the free show. Keep it
All right,
running.
we just need one more topic. That maybe it'll develop as we go.
Oh. This is stupid.
Oh, we'll do the Stop Being Poor shirt. That's really upsetting.
Who? What?
Paris Hilton, do you know the story?
No.
I'm going to tell it to you live. I want to hear your reaction. Okay. It's the rundown!
This isn't good for the mice. They're going to be... Actually, it might kill a mouse. If a mouse tries to eat a piece of gum, will they die?
I would guess yes.
Yeah, they'd like stick together.
I think, well, two things. I think that they're smart enough to know what will kill them and not. Also, these like New York City mice and rats can chow down on this shit, no problem.
The second point I'll give you, first point, no.
Because they eat the poison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like rat poison exists.
Bubblegum is awesome for killing rodents, mice, rats, moles.
Are you
all right?
You're joking with me.
I swear.
Tommy doesn't have that in him to be that funny.
What?
Are you for real?
Well,
I would think so.
I'm confirming what you're saying.
I gotta switch this out. This is a hectic rundown beginning. Leave all of this in.
Bubblegum is awesome for killing rodents.
Yeah, I guess so, because they start chewing it and they probably get gummed up.
So I was right.
Yeah. All right, and here's speaking of rodents, it looks like Dan was a rodent rifling through the garbage with the Mamitas bat.
Yep.
So grab them. It's brought to you by Mamitas. Paloma. Drink your Palomas.
Paloma.
Paloma is
Tommy.
Paloma is that fire. It's also
Tommy again.
It's also barely. It's almost sugar-free. It's only got 0.9 grams of sugar. So Mamitas is a tequila seltzer. Pre-packaged. Wow, nice catch. Good hands.
Good hands.
Throw him an open one now. I'm gonna throw you. Do it. Do it. Toss it.
Oh no!
Nice! Nice, Tommy! Oh, Rudy, where were you on that one?
That's
Oh
Tommy.
man.
That
sucks. That's not on camera. That never happened.
Athletic highlight reel of my life.
That actually was
Nobody got it. Nobody got it.
Need that clip. Put it out there.
I don't think
There's nobody got it.
Wait.
Oh!
Hey,
Tommy!
Let's just keep throwing
Way to go!
That was. I don't think any of it's on camera. Rudy came walking over as. We got it?
Oh, Tommy,
Wow.
way to go, dude.
Wow.
That was good stuff, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was great. Oh, and you had a recording, smart man.
Oh,
So
fuck.
Fight's got it on the record.
Just leave it for after the rundown.
Amazing. So Mamitas
I'm done
is everything
throwing
you
stuff.
need. Today is Cinco de Mayo. Today's the 5th.
5th.
Cinco de Mayo. Drink your Paloma Mamitas.
Oh wait, where am I
Can we get a, Danny, can you grab some paper towels? Thank you.
Like a mop, maybe?
Just paper towels.
He's got that wet ass pussy over there, Tommy.
Way to go,
Mamitas
Tommy.
is 95 calories, only 0.9 grams of sugar. It's gluten-free, and it's 5% alcohol by volume. So it's like all the healthy stuff, but it's still gonna get your drink on here. And they've got mango, pineapple, paloma, and lime. So 4 delicious flavors. You can get them in packs of 4. It's not a great throw. Packs of 4 or packs of 8. And you can celebrate your Cinco de Mayo or anything else this weekend. As the weather turns, you're on the beach, you're at the pool, you're on the course, you're at the rooftop. Anywhere you can drink your Mamitas, you're going to enjoy yourself this spring and summer and have a good time.
You got swallow gum?
I swallow. I just spit mine
Hank
out, but I do
always
swallow
swallows
gum.
his gum.
I did Are
Gone.
You Garbage yesterday. One of the questions was, do you take your gum out of your mouth and put it in the fridge for later? I was like, come on, guys. I was like, you guys have jumped the shark. These questions aren't real. To which Foley then told me he'll have a cup of soda, a bottle of soda, and he's chewing his gum, takes his gum, puts it in the soda, finishes his soda, and then takes the gum out and continues chewing that.
I like
It's
that.
like, you guys are disgusting.
I've done behind the ear.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, you have.
You have stuck
I
your
don't really
gum
chew
behind
gum.
the ear
Yeah.
for later. No, you have not.
Yes, I have. It's not like hours, but it's like you said, like if you have a piece of gum, it's like, oh, let me get a bite of that sandwich. I don't know.
That's disgusting. No.
Down.
Gum goes in your mouth, and then when it comes out, it goes in
I'll
your
eat
belly
it.
or it comes out of
I'll
your
eat-
mouth,
I'll
and then
chew
that's
some
it.
gum.
There's no way that the gum should come out of your mouth and then go back in.
Frank.
Frank, what you got?
Give him a mic, Frank. Tommy. Hang on. Don't talk yet.
There used to be an old saying.
Okay.
Does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight.
Right.
And
That's
people
disgusting.
used to put their chewing gum
Yeah.
on the bedpost at night.
What?
And
up
then
in the
continue
morning.
chewing the next day.
Do your ears hang low?
Yeah. Do they wobble to and fro?
I think that is, right?
This is something that happened. If you ever watch the original Miracle on 34th Street, you see her
Have not.
rewrapping the gum and putting it in the drawer as she goes to bed.
That's just some broke boy shit, I'm telling you, man. Don't
How
you do
would
it.
the
Don't you
gum
do it
used
now.
to
He's going to put
cost
it behind his ear.
thousands
Look
of
at
dollars
this, look
in
at
a
this
day?
disgusting animal. Look at him.
They were different. This is-
Oh,
No
that is so
way.
gross.
You do that?
Yes,
You
I've done
never
it.
did
I don't
that.
do it. It's not something I like.
How old were you when you quote unquote did this?
I don't know, like any age. I don't do it often. I'm saying I have done it, and I'm doing it right now. And when we get to the second ad, I'll put it back in.
Unbelievable.
the finger
First
looking
topic.
I just got sugar on it.
First topic. Bill Gates. So all these details about the divorce are coming out, and now the relationship's coming out. So Bill Gates, when he was getting married to Melinda, said, "I will marry you, but once a year I get to go on a week-long beach vacation with my ex." That was one of the stipulations. And they've been married for 27 years. So that means
Why just once a year?
And also, why
well,
the
I'm sure-
same girl? Like that you're busy married to two girls.
Well, I would if I had to guess, I bet you that his ex like threw down.
Yeah, she
and he
had
was
to-
like, Melinda is great, and we're gonna do this foundation together, and she's really like she's gonna be a great mom, but I want to fucking bang my ex-girlfriend who like sucks the soul out of my dick once a year.
Once a year.
I bet you he probably said.
I'd want to. Call me crazy. I'd want to have sex with that person more than once a year.
Well, I bet you that was negotiated down. I bet you he started being like,
you can
we gotta
fuck
have an
whatever I
open
want.
She
relationship.
has to live in
and,
our
and
in
they
our
kind of
pool.
negotiated all the way down to, well, you can go fuck her brains out for once a week. Well, for a week once a year.
You think Bill fucks her brains out?
I can't imagine Bill
Do we know who
like,
this person
even
is?
getting his dick hard, let alone throwing down. I don't think it's anybody.
Yeah, Anne Winblad.
Oh,
I don't even want to know.
that
Leave
name
Bill's.
sounds like a chick who does not throw down. Anne Winblad.
Yeah, I think it's a mental stimulation thing.
Well,
do.
let's see. Another vacation he takes is he takes reading vacations once a year.
What?
Yeah,
he used to
just, like, go-
fucking nerd.
That's the richest thing I ever heard. Like, I gotta leave and go sit on the beach. Hey, McMahon.
Can I,
Gentlemen,
can I
let
say
me
something
show
real
you
quick?
Anne Winblad. She
No,
is
I'm not judging.
She is the founder of
No,
Hummer,
I'm not. I saw Tommy's face. I don't want
and
to see.
she's got $15 million herself.
No,
Bam.
it's hot.
Is she?
For Bill Gates, you gotta put on a curve.
Yeah.
It's Bill
Is she
Gates.
missing
those.
an eyebrow?
She doesn't look like she has any eyebrows. She looks like you in the summer.
Hot.
She also has huge
Hot.
teeth.
Hot.
But I'm not judging here.
Hot.
I'm stating a fact. Her eyebrow is missing. There
Yeah.
might be a reason for that. There's no
Yeah,
eyebrow.
Bill Gates fucked it off.
So much coming.
The reading vacation. I have a confession to make. I'm addicted to buying books, and I
That you don't read?
any of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Last week I had like 4 days in a row where a book showed up in my house, and I don't even remember
Are
buying
we doing
it.
like novels, like fiction?
Everything, Kevin? Everything.
What have you bought?
What's the last book you
I
bought?
bought one that was like, I basically, if someone mentions a book, I just buy it. Like, Kirk mentioned a book about like bands in the 80s, bought that. Someone mentioned a book about like the NBA tanking book, I bought that. That dude who wrote the Simpsons articles, did you see that interview in the New Yorker? He like never's been, or the Simpsons episodes. He's like the most famous Simpsons
Didn't
writer.
he say? Oh, he said
He's
like
super
He said it took
reclusive.
him like 6 to 8 months to make an episode.
Super reclusive. He has books, bought all those.
How the fuck are
If I
they-
see something, I just buy.
Do
Oh,
you
Michael
even-
Lewis got a new book out, which that I will read.
Do you
because
even open them up and read them, or you just like have you read a page of these books or no?
I will oftentimes open up and I never read the foreword, so I always am just like,
Chapter 1.
There we go. I got
Yeah.
20 pages in. I did buy Michael Lewis's new book because one of the rules of my life is I always read Michael Lewis's books because they're like 90% success rate to being made into a movie.
So
Like
eventually,
Moneyball,
so then you can be
Big
the book
Short,
is better than the movie guy.
Blindside, yeah. So if he puts out a book, I fucking read that shit.
So yeah, he said he would go like on vacation all alone where he's just gonna read, which I originally thought, well, he's clearly doing his dirt. But if he had this agreement where he was allowed to go fuck this girl for a week, then maybe he actually is just out there
Why
reading.
does he have to go read? Like, dude, you're so rich, you don't have to do anything. Just read.
Just read as is.
Just go read.
Like,
But-
like, why have to leave? Like, just stay in Seattle and read. Is reading
don't have
better
to-
elsewhere?
that's
Seattle
what I'm
would,
saying,
I would
that's
make
why-
the argument Seattle's the greatest reading city in the
100%.
world.
You
It's
got your
always
coffee, you got
raining.
your
It's
coffee, it's
drizzling.
raining, and you're good to go. But I mean, I feel like you know, he's probably not doing reading. He's probably doing, you know, doing whatever
Ecstasy.
he wants to do. Yeah, I think he's getting wild. So
Ecstasy and pussy. That's what Bill Gates does.
yeah, they
like
they
that.
would go to the Outer
I like
Banks.
that. I'd party with Gates.
Party every fucking year.
Would you marry Bill Gates?
Listen, they would go.
Me personally?
Yeah, you have fucking stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
No. For 63 billion?
I would. I would.
Maybe.
They would go. But would I have to say listen to this. When you go down to the Outer Banks, listen to what they do. They go hang gliding and they drive like dune buggies and shit. It all sounds pretty cool. Then you just gotta fuck Bill at the end of the night.
I see. I don't think I could fuck Mike. I'll kiss him. I could give him a nice
I think
kiss.
I could. I don't want to kiss Bill Gates.
I'll cuddle and kiss. I'll let him be Little Spoon.
I was gonna say I'm Little Spoon, but I guess.
No, for 63 Bill, he can be Little Spoon.
I don't think I want to kiss Bill Gates at all.
No?
I don't think I'd fuck him. I could kiss him. I could kiss him.
For a fucking nice chunk of change.
What if it was just that like you fuck him?
What if you had to? What
if Bill Gates is just your boss?
What if you had to?
That's not so bad.
For $10 billion, you had to French Bill Gates for 30 minutes a day for an entire year.
Hell yeah! Are you kidding me? $10 billion.
30 minutes a day.
30 minutes a day, all in succession, or like, can we do like a 10
No,
minutes?
you can break it up.
No. All right, I'll give him a nice one after his first morning brush.
Yeah. Oh no, he doesn't have to brush.
Yeah, no, he's got to brush.
No, he doesn't.
If I'm setting the schedule, he's got to brush.
He doesn't.
I hate morning. No. That's where I draw a line. Nah, for $10 billion, I'll give him a fucking. I'll suck his tongue whenever he wants.
You can't be enjoying that. You can't.
It tastes the exact same.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you.
You got dirty years too.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Definitely got
I showered
dirty years.
like fucking Monday. What day is today?
Anyway, with this whole, he says that they would play putt-putt while discussing biotechnology.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That sounds fun.
Bill Gates is a freak, but not in the way that we think. Like,
Yeah,
that's freak
it's
shit.
like Dave. It's like Jeff Bezos with his sexting was like, I want to smell your hair because you're alive.
Right.
Like weird shit like that. Like they're around robots so
He's a
often that they
freak,
just want like a
Does
human.
a live hair smell different than dead hair?
That's what
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more just that it's not robot hair. You know?
Right.
It's just it's biological. We share our thoughts about the world and ourselves.
Yeah, Bill, you're describing a relationship.
Yeah.
Share our thoughts on the word ourselves.
Fears,
Sometimes we go on dates and discuss things that are interesting to us. Like, yeah, you're describing human interactions, Bill.
You have a girlfriend and a wife.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's. I mean, you just don't know what's going on behind closed doors. If you told me that Bill Gates is the type of dude to have an arrangement with his wife where he gets to fuck his ex-girlfriend for a week every year, I would never have imagined it. So.
Oh, see, any super rich person, they all have
They're all
these
doing
type
weird
of setups.
shit, no doubt. Yeah.
None of them are fucking monogamous in like the traditional sense.
No. I mean, once you get that rich, you're just like, well, I'm not
Right,
limiting myself to
right,
just
like
this one
we like
person.
each other and
Yeah.
we like each other enough to get married, but like that doesn't mean that's that.
No, yeah, I mean, so shout out to Ann Winblad and Bill. Now you can fuck as much as you want.
It probably won't. It
Oh,
probably
it
won't be
fizzles
the
out
same.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now there's no.
It'll
there's
totally
no,
feel different. Now they can do it all the time.
Right.
It's not a contract. The best type of love is when you have it in a contract.
Everybody knows that's the most romantic thing in the world. Topic number 2, Aaron Rodgers. This situation is getting real ugly.
Shame.
So he refers to
sad.
the GM as Krause now,
Which-
referencing Jerry Krause from the Bulls.
Who won 6 titles?
I was gonna say it's
Like,
not the
let's
worst
not-
thing in the world.
yeah, let's not
But he
pretend.
is, renowned for like fucking with the greats and messing up a good thing.
But 6 titles is still 6 titles.
I'm with you on that. When people were clowning him for The Last Dance, I was like, let's not forget that he's one of the most successful GMs of all time.
Right.
Like he came up with he got these guys to sign contracts that he's a great GM.
Yeah, that makes Aaron Rodgers look like a clown.
Aaron Rodgers also, I guess, was texting. The rumor is that he was telling people don't come here in free agency. That I don't know if it's true.
I love that.
Terry Bradshaw is going off on him saying, shut up and retire and go play Jeopardy.
He
Go
called
host
him a
Jeopardy.
box of rocks, which is so funny coming from Terry Bradshaw.
I mean, it is a wild. I was trying to think. In any sport, has a reigning MVP ever been traded? And not like a middle of the season salary, like we know we're not going to re-sign him sort of thing, because that's probably happened. But has an MVP, a reigning MVP, just been like, I don't want to be here anymore, and the team's like, we can't figure it out, we'll trade you? That's
The NFL
crazy.
they said that there have been two 2 reigning MVPs retired, but that's the only time
That-
that
yeah,
they were
but
traded.
that's-
Jim
Go
Brown
ahead.
and someone else.
A-Rod after 03 trades to the Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton after 2017 also
Okay.
traded to the
Hugs,
Yankees.
what are your
But
thoughts?
see, even that, like the Marlins were like, we can't sign this guy. You know
Well,
what
he
I
had
mean?
an extension at that point. They just like, we can't pay him.
We need to hear Hub's thoughts.
Interesting.
Hubs,
Do you
are,
think-
are Packers fans now ready to admit that maybe Rodgers was a problem?
No. It's
No?
not a
Are
problem.
you-
He's gone though. There's no way he's
You
back.
think so? See, I think he's
You
still
think
gonna. Yeah.
I mean,
How do we get from where we are right now to him being the starting quarterback week 1?
unless
Aaron Rodgers
is he just
doesn't-
not
Unless
gonna
they
show
fire
up?
Goody, which I don't think
no,
they're going to
no.
do.
Aaron Rodgers. It's pretty simple. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to retire, and the Packers don't
Don't
want
want
to
to
trade him.
But
And eventually it's gonna be like, well, what do you want to do, dude? Do you
But
want to
his
play football or
agent
not?
is the whole Carson Palmer situation.
Yeah, but then they
and
have,
he only
they'll
got
just-
traded because what's his name?
But they'll give him a big contract.
They offered it to him. He said, "I don't want
They'll
it."
just make it bigger.
They said it's not about money.
do you think that
It's
Aaron
about he
Rodgers
hates
just will
Goody.
not
Now
show
this
up
is really
week 1?
breaking my
He
heart.
just won't- Do you think that like Aaron Rodgers just won't
I
show
think
up
he's
and
such
play?
a vengeful person that like he would walk off. Like,
I would think
rather than-
Rodgers
Like,
would
because that's the
And
that's what
they were
it'll come
talking
down
to
It's like,
Favre. They talked to Favre yesterday, and he goes, He texted him like yesterday or whatever.
Brett Favre texted Aaron Rodgers?
He texted him. He's like, he joked like, "Am I going to see you on the Saints week 1?" And he goes, "Thanks for reaching out. Don't
He
think so."
he hey buddied him.
Yeah. It was
Hey,
a
buddy.
little bit of a weird conversation, but I think he's a guy that like he's stubborn and
Yeah,
he's made enough
I
money.
believe it.
He's won a Super Bowl. He
'cause
wants
I
to win
think-
more, obviously, but
I think that the Packers will. I mean, I think they'll try to trade him, but when they don't get a massive package because he's a fucking MVP, I think they're going to be like, "We're not trading you." So it's up to you.
I think
And then
they
if
were-
he just sits out, I mean, that's a reigning MVP to just be like, "All right, I'm
they
not
would
coming."
have to trade
think
Jordan
that's-
Love.
Why?
They would have to trade Jordan Love to like even scratch the surface, I think,
To
of him
placate
starting
him.
to
Yeah.
get
I
him
just
back.
want it on the record, Hubs. I'm not rooting for Aaron Rodgers to
Oh, of
retire.
course
If
not.
he does,
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
The only thing is,
Noted.
he's got to worry. The only thing he wants to win more rings because he's gonna like his legacy is the
The
issue,
only thing
right?
that could bring him back week 1 is that his image like to the fans is so tarnished through all this.
Yeah, that
that
he's
he
gotta,
seems
like,
like the
win
me
them
guy
back.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That he also his best friends on the team are like Bakhtiari, Mercedes Lewis. Like,
Yeah, but even that, he watched Favre. Favre was the same way. I mean, Favre went to the Jets just to get to the Vikings,
Right.
and like Favre had years where the Packer fans hated him, and then he came back and was standing ovation, all that shit.
Yeah.
So,
but you
time
still
heals
don't-
But he
all
also
wounds.
has this image that's kind of gone away of like being a bad teammate. That like
Yeah.
this doesn't help.
What
that.
do you think? I mean, the
he
package
leaves.
to trade him. Is there any team that will be like, here's like fucking 5 first-round picks?
I
Like,
feel like the Niners would do
yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
Although them drafting Trey Lance obviously throws a wrench in
yeah,
everything.
the
But then-
Broncos seem like the team.
Broncos would be a team, but the Broncos.
But will
the
somebody
Niners are a
give
quarterback
the,
away from
I mean,
being
what would
a Super
what would the
Bowl.
haul need to be?
What?
What would the haul need to be? It would be some fucking, Herschel
I mean, it's
Walker
like
type
he's
shit,
old.
right?
He's old. Like he's
I
not like a
know,
spring
but
chicken.
that doesn't really matter anymore. If you think that he's like a Brady-esque type of guy, you're gonna get several more
A
years.
team like
out
the
of him.
Niners, I think, would have given up a ton because they're literally one quarterback away from. Like they have
Yeah.
everything else.
Right.
The Denver's a little different.
I would just trade my
What would you give
entire.
for-
I'd trade one whole year of picks.
Yeah, you can have all of my picks.
Every single pick.
I mean, just
I
do
don't even know
48
if that
touchdowns
would,
and
I mean,
five
would,
picks.
would you
I don't
accept
think
that
that
though?
gets it.
No, probably
yeah,
doesn't.
I think. Well, it's got to be first, like a ton of firsts.
At least 3.
At least, I mean, he's at MV fucking P.
Yeah, what did Stafford get?
Stafford got a ton.
2 maybe.
Weren't they saying for Deshaun it was 2 or 3?
No, I think Deshaun was like 4. 3
Was
or
it 4?
4. 3
So
or
if
4.
that's
Well,
what I mean,
before
like,
everything.
if-
though.
Right.
I mean, he's
What's
younger,
what's
but
everything?
What?
What happened with
if
Deshaun?
it's 2 for Stafford, it's got to be 4 for Rodgers.
I would
though.
Google.
I like to do that to people now because it's like it's the weirdest situation.
Well,
ever.
Deshaun
Deshaun Watson. Yeah. So
But no one
whenever
talks
someone
about it
brings
now
up, I'm
because
like,
of
It did
what are you
kinda-
talking about?
it
What
did
happened to
kinda die
Deshaun?
down.
He's got to
recently.
thank Rodgers.
But I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. Like, is he gonna play? Is he like?
Deshaun
is he
Watson?
going to jail?
I think it all depends on if there's
Is he going to jail for life or is he
law.
going to the
If there's
Hall
like
of
a
Fame?
trial.
Like,
Yeah,
those are the
one
two
or the other. Yeah.
options.
I think it'll depend on if there's like a trial that like happens. You know what I mean? That's then it'll
the
be.
weirdest
He came
situation.
out hard being like, we are going to trial.
But
I
it's
think
like
he's
well,
probably
you-
walking that one back.
I don't
You got about
remember-
50 defendants to figure out.
I don't
dude.
remember anything like this where it's like I still don't understand what's going on.
Well, likes his butthole massaged. That's what's going on.
What would you
there.
say? Who has a better chance to start for their team week 1? Well, I guess Watson for any team. Rodgers for the
Rodgers and
Packers.
Packers.
Like,
I still think cooler heads will
Rodgers.
prevail.
Yeah, I still think Rodgers.
It's just so weird and unprecedented that it's like I don't think I don't think the team will budge, and I think eventually, I think he'll be like, all right, I got to play.
Right.
But maybe not week 1, so maybe that's the question.
That's
It's
the
like,
other part that I don't.
If it's not week 1, it's not any week.
As
You
much
think-
as
you think
Rodgers,
that-
He's got to be there week 1. If
As
he's
much-
not,
as much
they
as-
would have traded it. If they get the feeling he's not their guy week 1, they'll trade him. They have to.
As much as Rodgers keeps complaining and everything, like, show me a team that has a better roster
No,
right
no.
now that doesn't have a quarterback.
That
There isn't.
no, he's in a fantastic personnel
Right.
situation.
So it's weird.
So for him,
This is no longer
that's why
about
I
current
think
Hills.
he'll
This
scrap.
is about Jordy Nelson. This is about Alex Van Pelt, his QB coach. who
Kumaro.
They just let go. Kumaro, which is I think Nelson more than Kumaro, and Alex Van Pelt. No one talks about that. And obviously, trading up for Jordan Love without telling someone.
Well, that's the thing, though. Since they already made their moves for the future, I think the Packers, as an organization, are like, well, we would like to have a few more years of Aaron Rodgers, but we already have a plan in place for without him. So that's just moving up a few years. I think they're in a better position to let this happen than
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is.
Right.
Probably, but I also think that after a 48 touchdown, 5-pick MVP season, they're regretting the Jordan Love thing, and they would trade him if Rodgers was like willing to do this extension for 3 or 4 years. I think they trade Jordan Love because if you're a exciting guy to be your quarterback the next 4 years, well, why the fuck would you have?
I do
Jordan Love
like,
here?
well, clearly that
There's
motivated
no-
you, dude. That's why, you owe us for
Yeah.
your 48
Yeah.
touchdowns because we drafted Jordan Love.
That's true. It's a good point.
Just keep spinning
Counterpoint.
it.
Counterpoint.
Ugly as shit.
It's going to be wild, though.
It's weird. It's weird to watch.
I mean, those are the only two that you found, like, in baseball? Like, I just don't think there's any other MVPs that have really ever been
Those are
traded.
the first two that popped up.
Yeah. And in both those cases, that was more of a money thing with A-Rod and Stanton. So, second half of the rundown is brought to you by Simply Safe, the latest technology to keep you and your family safe, keep your loved ones and your belongings and all your valuables in your home as safe as can be with an easy and affordable home security system that you can set up in like 30 minutes or less. You call up the technician, they explain to you how to do it. They send you the cameras, the sensors, the alarms, the sirens, all that shit. It's easy for you to set it up. You can put it in your house how you want it. No one else comes to your home. You don't have to let anybody else in the house because I think that's where people are burglars. I think they show up and they say, yeah, let us set it up for you, and they case the joint and they figure out exactly how to rob you. So you don't have any
Smart
worry
job.
about that.
Denzel Washington.
And yes, exactly. Inside man type shit. 24/7 security from burglars, fires, earthquakes, floods, all that shit. So go to simplysafe.com. It's simplysafe with an I. SIMPLI safe.com/rundown. You get a 60-day risk-free trial plus a free digital camera at simplysafe.com/rundown. Topic number 3 for the day. The Astros were back in the Bronx for the first time this season, and the Yankee fans were giving it to them with their fucking protests where they turned their backs. That was the lamest thing I've ever
did?
seen. The
I didn't
fans,
see that.
the fans physically stood up and like turned their backs and were like,
That is
it was so lame.
the
So lame.
worst
I
thing I've
disavow.
ever.
It was so lame.
I didn't know that.
It was like
that
a
is-
little
message.
section of
Send the
fans
message.
As a
that
Yankee
were like,
fan, I
Send the
disavow.
message. You there? Did you
Pinstripe
do it?
Dan.
No.
you would though.
You do it,
would.
Hubs?
I was at the game and didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, it was like it was like
Oh,
that
okay.
whole thing. It was like a
like
section
10
of fans.
people in
Yeah.
like maybe like left
The-
center
the
field.
How
lamest
about
shit
that
I've
one
ever
guy
seen in my
quote
life.
tweeted who said that Giancarlo, that was the biggest home run he's ever hit in a Yankee
Yeah,
uniform.
that's crazy. I mean, he hit like 5 in the playoffs last year.
Why would what? Because it's an Astros
it's a-
revenge
yeah.
thing.
I don't know.
In a fucking May 5th game.
Yeah,
But
didn't-
anytime I,
didn't
sniff
care.
someone giving out pinstripes, I'm on it.
What do you think about,
That ball went to the fucking moon though.
Jay Bruce retired.
Yeah.
They have the best record in baseball since he retired. Is he gets pinstripe?
Oh, definitely. Without a doubt. Put him in fucking, bury him in. Is it true
Monument
Ruth is
Park.
buried there?
In Monument Park?
Yeah.
No. He has
You
like
thought about it though.
No, he's buried in Baltimore.
Dusty Baker once again saying like, you guys are being too mean. He said that
Cut
they
it
took
out.
it too far.
The
Like you're making it so much worse, Dad.
So much worse.
Dusty is, but I think that the Astros owe Yankee fans a thank you card because the only thing that like makes you feel for the Astros is Yankee fans acting
yes.
like how they
Yeah.
act. You're like, actually, what they did is
I'm like,
not
come
bad.
on,
Shut
fuck
up,
you
you
guys.
fucking pussy.
Like, when I
I'm
saw-
a team who like I like a cheating team. I'm pro cheating
Oh,
team.
yeah?
And the
I think we know that.
Yeah, that checks out.
and so I'm on the Astros side the whole time, and then like the booing, the biggest home run, the turnaround.
That chick in the crowd last night, you saw that girl?
Oh, that was
Her name's
hilarious.
like, she's like on Twitter, she's like Yankee fan Amy or some shit. She just scared the shit out of me. I mean, when Bregman hit that, there was like a first inning home run or like early in the game, I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. I don't give a shit that you guys cheated. But yeah, then, I don't know. I guess it's really just still that big of a deal to you guys, huh?
Shut up.
Now,
Get
could
over
you
it,
make
you
the argument,
fucking
though, that
pussies.
Dusty Baker's actually doing, well, actually, no. I was going to say, you know how sometimes managers will make it about themselves and take it off the players?
Yeah.
But this actually doesn't really do that.
It's so weird, by the way, that they hired Dusty Baker. Like, the fact that Dusty Baker is the one he's so fucking old. The fact
I
that
forgot
he
Dusty Baker was alive.
resurfaced, yeah, and that he's
Kinda makes
involved in
sense,
this whole thing.
though. Like,
Like
the
if
guy
I was
to, like,
Dusty
fix
Baker,
his
wouldn't you be like,
reputation.
I don't know, man, I wasn't here for that shit, so I don't talk about it. Like, I don't want this fucking trouble. But yeah, you get you know, it's a big
It
deal.
was
to
the
you
first
guys.
time they've had a chance to greet them like that since it happened.
Yeah, it's almost like it's almost as good as the World Series, right?
I was mentioning, you see that
That's
one
tainted.
guy on Twitter who created an account like Astros Revenge Tour?
Yeah.
And then did it last year when there were no fans, and then just changed his Twitter handle to like
Baseball.
yeah, baseball newsletter. And everyone's like, "Are you fucking serious,
That's
dude?"
funny.
The whole reason we followed you is because we wanted to watch like highlights of people booing
He
Astros.
blocks everyone on Twitter now.
Really?
If you don't give him, he's a crazy person. Like if you just tweet out his video, even though it says like it's from Baseball Newsletter or whatever or Astros, he's like, can you like at me in it?
Yeah.
And he'll DM you.
He has like
and then he'll just
200,000
block you if
followers.
you don't do
Right.
that.
He just did a fucking bait and switch on the entire
Kind of
internet.
respected it.
Yeah.
While we're on New York baseball quickly, so the Mets fired Chili Davis, and
Chili Davis has to be the worst hitting coach of all time, right? I the Sox
all he does is
fired
get
him.
fired.
Sox fired him because he was terrible. Went to the Cubs. Fired
Yeah.
him because he was terrible. Mets.
Mets,
And like he
they've been
doesn't last
awful.
long anywhere. Right?
No.
How long was he
I
with the
think
Cubs?
it's just his name. I think a year, maybe two. His name is
I
just
think
sick.
he was with probably the Sox are about the same.
My first fish ever, I named Chili after Chili Davis when he was on the Yankees in like
how many fish
1999.
have you had, Tommy?
Not many, but that was just the first
First
one.
fish you ever made it sound like, you know,
Yeah,
first
no,
like
I had an average amount of fish.
Pete Alonso though said he was like crying at his locker room, like couldn't believe it. It's like, bro, you fabricated a fictional hitting coach and gave him all the credit this week. When the bats finally broke out, they said, "What do you credit to?" And you, instead of saying your hitting coach, you made up a fictional character.
Diesel
And then
Donnie,
you're
right?
surprised, Diesel Donnie Stevenson. And then you're surprised when the hitting coach gets fired, bro.
What happened with DeGrom?
They just said like right lat inflammation, and then he won't go on the DL.
Oh,
no,
no.
don't. Please don't. Stop. Please don't. Tommy, no.
Do you
please
think
don't.
DeGrom's hurt
Stop,
for a while?
guys. Next topic. Next topic.
Do you think DeGrom's
we've
gonna be
got
out for
Paris
like,
Hilton
the rest of the season?
So Paris Hilton.
Down for 3 months.
DeGrom?
Dan, did you hear about this
I think
Paris
he might be
Hilton
doing
thing?
a sleep shift
Dude,
right
this
now.
is.
I think he might be in the middle of a sleep
don't,
shift.
just, you know what? Leave him. He's taking a nap, bro. It's fine. He's good. Is he crying? What's going on? Fuck you guys.
Frankie, what's going on with DeGrom?
I
think he was
you know
in a
it's just going to be this absolute disaster.
Yeah.
Because,
Fuck you guys.
you know, positive vibes just do not exist.
Don't
They're gone.
exist.
They're gone.
Don't exist. Preach.
They're gone forever.
Preach, Frank. You've made them positive, though.
I mean, they're optimists.
Is there any water in there?
They're pessimists, and they're people
water
like me, a
anywhere?
realist, who realize that
You are absolutely a realist. Yep.
who realize that the glass is not half empty. It's not half full. It's empty, and it's got a fucking leak at the bottom of it.
We're all gonna die anyway.
I mean, it's like the Mets feel like Wile E. Coyote, and you hear that wee. Oh, look at Anvil. Boom.
Oh
No.
shit! Again. All right. Well, thank you, Frank. I hope DeGrom gets better. You don't think he will?
We'll see. All I know is that Francisco Lindor's got one hit in his last 48 at bats. It's an infield single, and he's horrible.
Yeah. Well, at least you got the Dolphins
Yeah, well,
and the Devils,
they're terrible, and
the Nets,
the bubbles burst on them. They'll be
Okay.
eliminated in the first round.
the Red Bulls.
Yeah, they're the worst team in the MLS, the worst
Are they really?
the worst soccer league in
Wait, did it just start too?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Frank.
No, the Red Bulls are pretty bad this year. Which is funny is I might actually win that bet one of these days.
Which one?
I bet another Red Bull fan that NYCFC that NYCFC would win the MLS championship before the Red Bulls do. And this was when they were an expansion team.
Damn. All right, we'll see. Time will tell. Thank you, Frank.
All right, last topic of the rundown. This one cut me deep though. This one devastated me. One of my favorite pictures in internet history is the Paris Hilton "Stop Being Poor" shirt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's not real.
What?
That's Photoshopped.
Photoshopped.
She
No
made a
way.
TikTok being like, "This has been floating around for years, and I know you guys love it, but it's not real." And then she showed the real shirt says "Stop Being Desperate."
So there's this photo online of me. I'm sure you've seen it. I never wore that shirt. This was completely photoshopped. Everyone thinks it's real, but that's not the truth. This is what it really said. Stop being desperate. Don't believe everything you read.
That's a great Photoshop job.
yeah.
That, I mean, that's been duping people for like 20 years.
It's also just like
That's the hands up, like, "Stop being poor." I mean, it was perfect, and it's just not real.
it is like I do like that Paris let us have it for at least a little while. though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
I-
It's like the
part of
Kobe,
me-
Matt Barnes. Was it Barnes? Matt
Yeah,
Barnes,
yeah, with the head flinch.
Like not talking about it for a very long time.
Right. At first I thought, like, why'd you ruin it, Paris? But she did give us like 20 years worth. So
Yeah.
I let everyone think I was a horribly well.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't.
You
know,
guys
that
had
wa-
your laughs.
That,
you know.
that picture wasn't really. It wasn't like, oh, Paris is the best. Wait, this picture's a bad thing.
Yeah,
Like,
actually,
that was
huge
very on
credit to
brand.
her. I would like immediately be like, "That's not me. No, that's not right."
yeah, she
credit
let
to
it.
her.
She probably was like, "Ah, fuck, I should have worn that."
Yeah, well,
You know?
like, she was the reason she let it because she was awesome.
I think we should. I'm gonna make Stop Being Poor shirts.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Today's
All right,
comment.
that's right now for anything for the after show. I thought we said we had something for the after show. No, did I make that up?
We know what's going on with the dozen. You don't.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about it.
Fireworks,
But,
though.
Dozen
Big
is
time
awesome.
Fireworks.
Dozen's great.
Everyone's here.
Office
Jeff
been
D-Lo.
buzzing.
I said Jeff D-Lo's got big time wedding planner vibes. He's just like running around like.
Yeah. And he's got the whole fit on. He's got this like
I asked
unbelievable
him to
suit.
sit down on the yak because I can't sit down. My pants will rip. And I was
What?
Like,
He told me, he said, I was like, man, the fit's just unbelievable. And he was like, the shirt is, oh God, Frank cackling over there. He was like, the shirt is just good enough that it's not a catastrophe. I was like, I don't know what that means, but I know the feeling, I
He
guess.
slept
so
like a
I'm
half
happy
hour
for you.
last night. He's
Yeah.
crushing it. He's crushing it.
All right. That's
right.
it.